What's up, guys? It's almost time for the NCAA tournament. Best time of the year to be a college wrestling fan, and we have brackets. One of the best things I like to do, it's so much fun, just get into the brackets, seeing all like the fun stats, facts you can think of, and then making picks. So, you look at 174 has the most national champions, 125's the most chaotic, but in my opinion, 157, deepest weight in the whole NCAA tournament, deepest bracket. And so I'm going to break that down, why it's so deep, and then I'm going to make some predictions as well. And then you can hop in the comments, tell me where you think I was wrong, and tell me what you think is right. And so first thing that makes this the deepest weight is there's 10 past All-Americans wrestling in this bracket. And that's the most out of any weight at NCAAs this year. Out of all the 10 weights, 10 is the most. And so going through, you see the past All-Americans: Levi Haynes, Brock Mahler, Will Luan, Peyton Robb, Michael Blockus, Bryce Andonian, almost skipped over him, Ed Scott, Brayton Lee, and then down here we got Jared Franek and Ja'Cory Teemer. So 10. So a third of the bracket almost is filled with All-Americans. And so like that in and of itself is just amazing, incredible stat. It's like, wow, there's going to be 2 past All-Americans at least that don't make the podium this year. So in and of itself, that's wild. But then after that, you have this wave of young guys and newer guys to the field this year who have wins over those past All-Americans. And so, right up top, as we go down, Teague Travis, he beat Brock Mahler this year. Also, he beat Ed Scott. That's Teague Travis. Chase Saldate, he was like milliseconds away from beating Levi Haynes. He has a win over Will Luan from last year. And then you go down, okay, so Chase Saldate is the 24 seed. Trevor Chumbley, really tough guy, doesn't have a win over any of these All-Americans this year, but did beat Meyer Shapiro at CKLV. You go down, Ryder Downey, man, he's been so good. He beat Peyton Robb this year. Also 2 wins over Cody Chittum. And then continue to go down this list here. Meyer Shapiro, obviously he's the 3 seed, and so he's got some really good wins. He beat Brock Mahler. Meyer Shapiro beat Ed Scott, beat Bryce Andonian. So man, Meyer Shapiro hasn't All-American yet. He's probably everyone's pick to at least reach the podium. Cody Chittum, he's been awesome this year. He beat Ja'Cory Teemer. Keep going down. Sonny Santiago, the number 27 seed. He beat Ed Scott. Then you got Peyton Keller, also beat Ed Scott. Joey Blaze also beat Ed Scott. Blaze also has a win over Peyton Robb this year as well. And then Vinny Zerban, he was the number 2 ranked wrestler since the first of the year. He lost twice at Big 12s. Vinny Zerban has a win over Levi Haynes, not this year, but last year. All right, let's get wild here and make some picks at 157. So Levi Haynes, I think that's everyone's pick to make the finals. We're not going to get there yet, but I think, you can easily pick him first round. Brock Mahler, Teague Travis. Rematch. I'm pretty sure these guys were high school teammates. Mahler, obviously much older. Maybe they weren't high school teammates. Maybe they just went to the same high school. But man, Travis beat Mahler in the duel. I'm going to pick Mahler to win here. I'm taking Will Luan over Saldate, overtime match, book it. And then Peyton Robb, Will Luan. Going into the year, Will Luan was undefeated against Peyton Robb. Peyton Robb has 2 wins over Luan this year. Levi Haynes versus Brock Mahler. I'm picking Levi Haynes to make the quarter. And then I'm going to go with, I'm from Michigan. That's, disclaimer. But I'm still picking Peyton Robb. He's just been better this year. He's already gotten 2 wins over Will Luan. Luan's a tough guy to beat 3 times, but I'm still rolling with Peyton Robb. I think he makes the quarter. All right, breaking down this quarter here. Ryder Downey has not lost in 2024. That is incredible. If you would have told anybody that, they probably would have said, well, it's probably because he didn't wrestle. No, he's been awesome. He's been so incredible. Big 12 champion. Credit to Downey. Credit to you and I. Incredible job, Ryder Downey. Tough Jared Hill, first round. I think he makes it to here. And then Bryce Andonian, Lucas Ravano. The question on everyone's mind, how healthy is Bryce Andonian? Even if he's not fully healthy, we still saw him doing Andonian things at ACCs. I think he gets to the second round. Blockus Brignola, man, this could be a really good match. Blockus, we don't know how healthy he is either. Went down with an injury against Will Lewan. I don't think he wrestled after that. And then Brignola, man, he was really close with Meyer Shapiro this year. Was in on a match-winning takedown. Didn't get it, but still a really tough guy. I'm picking Blockus if he's healthy, but man, if he's not, Brignola's tough. And then Lamer Scott, I mentioned all the wins that other guys have over Ed Scott, but he's still 21-5. He's beaten Bryce Andonian a couple times this year. I'm rolling with Ed Scott. And then, man, Ryder Downey, I just said he's been so good. But there's something about Bryce Andonian at the NCAA tournament. I'm going to roll with Andonian here, making the quarters, and then I'm going to stick with Ed Scott making the quarters as well. So this will be, I think, the third time we'll see Scott and Andonian wrestle this year. All right, down to the bottom half of the bracket. Meyer Shapiro, man, he's been incredible this year. He's my pick to make the second round here. Cody Chittum, Tommy Askey, kind of a sneaky match for Chittum. If he's not ready to go, Askey's a really tough guy, but I'm going to go with Chittum. Chittum Shapiro might be the most anticipated round 2 matchup of any match in this whole tournament. That one might be the most I'm the most excited about. Christian has been saying that Chittum and Shapiro are just going to fight. That's just what they're going to do. I don't know what that's about, but we'll see. DJ McGee, I didn't mention this. DJ McGee, he beat Michael Blockus this year. Going into the Big Ten tournament, McGee was Blockus' only loss. McGee, Brayton Lee, I'm going to pick it. I'm going to pick McGee. Upset special. Sonny Santiago, Daniel Cardenas. Tough match for Cardenas. Santiago beat Scott, I said. I'm going to go with Cardenas. Cardenas, McGee. Shapiro, Chittum. Man, the question here is, Meyer Shapiro just clear, technique, all of his takedowns. He might have the best pure technique of anyone in this bracket. The question will be, can he stick with Cody Chittum for 7 full minutes? We saw at CKLV, maybe some other matches this year, conditioning could be a factor for Shapiro. However, I think he's going to be on his A game. I'm going to pick Shapiro over Chittum. I think there's a lot of points that go on the board here. I think over under, maybe like 9.5, 10.5 points. There's no way there's less points than that on the board. I would just really see both these guys letting it fly. Cardenas, McGee, I'm rolling with Cardenas here. So we got 3-6. It's a rematch of CKLV where we saw Cardenas beat Shapiro. We'll get into that in just a second. Keller has been great this year. As I mentioned, beat Ed Scott. I think he takes out Johnny Lovett. But Lovett, he can wrestle anybody really close. So this could be, circle that match, 26 seed. He can easily come here and win in the first round. Joey Blaze, Jared Franek, might be the match I want to see the most in this this first round. I'm going to go with Franek, but Blaze, he can bring it. He's a gamer for sure. So Joey Blaze, if you're looking at, I said maybe this is a first round upset or whatever. If you're looking at somebody that can get to the quarters from a really low seed, Joey Blaze is the guy in this bracket. It's a 23 seed. He is very good, really smooth with his takedowns, really good in scrambles as well. We saw him pin Peyton Robb in the scramble this year. Vinny Zerban, Kale Swenson, this is a toss-up match. I said Zerban was ranked number 2 throughout the year. Swenson he's been phenomenal. Toss-up match. I'm gonna go with Zerban, but I don't feel confident about it. And then Ja'Cory Teamer. Ja'Cory Teemer's my pick the first round. Ja'Cory Teemer's my pick in the second round as well. And then I'm going to roll with Jared Franick, Ja'Cory Teemer, quarters. So going to the quarterfinals, Levi Haines, Peyton Robb. We've seen this match, and we've seen Levi Haines kind of separate himself. I think maybe this one's a little closer just because it's, quarterfinals, everything's on the line. But Levi Haines still my pick to make the semifinals. And then Ed Scott, Bryce Andonian. Ed Scott has majored Andonian twice this year, which is just saying that statement in and of itself is pretty amazing. People don't usually put it on Bryce Andonian, but Andonian's been known to just be able to flip a switch, and he can turn a major into his major. So the thing that gives me pause, if Andonian's totally healthy, I'm picking Andonian here. But we just saw it. I'm questioning Andonian's health, so I'm picking Ed Scott here. Shapiro Cardenas. This is a match where we first saw maybe Shapiro get a little bit tired, maybe not have his conditioning in order at the CKLV. He just came off a match that was absolutely wild against Andonian, and so maybe he wasn't fully recovered. I don't know what it was, but there's something about this matchup with Cardenas that's really tough, and it's because Cardenas is incredible. He's an amazing wrestler. Here, I think this is a match that Shapiro avenges, and I'm picking him to make the semifinals. And then Jared Franick, Ja'Cory Teemer. If anybody has a style to give Ja'Cory Teemer fits, it's Jared Franick. He's going to stay in good position. He's going to pick his spots, and he's going to try to win by a takedown. He's going to try to win, in an ugly way. But Ja'Cory Teemer, the level of athlete that he is, gives me the confidence. I'm picking Ja'Cory Teemer. So, you noticed here, it's like, I said this could be a chaotic bracket, but I picked 1, 4, 2, 3. So, for what it's worth, maybe just, I don't know, I'm playing it too safe, whatever. But I'm rolling with Levi Haines over Ed Scott. He's clearly, just been a level above Scott this year. Scott, dropped some matches. He's been better towards the end of the year, but I'm rolling with Levi Haines to make his second consecutive final. And then down here, Meyer Shapiro, Ja'Cory Teemer, just going to be if that's the match, that's fireworks, because Shapiro is going to come out firing. He loves to put on a show, and Ja'Cory Teemer just does wild stuff. And so the level of athleticism in this potential semifinal could just be insane. So I don't know who to pick. I'm picking this on the fly here, and I'm going with Shapiro. Shapiro is my pick over Ja'Cory Teemer. I think it's a crazy match, but I think Shapiro, has been shown to get better over the season, and I think he's gonna peak at NCAA. So, finals match: Levi Haines, Meyer Shapiro. I think going into the year, this is a match that everybody wants to see, and I'm hoping to see it at the NCAA tournament. That's partially why I picked it as well. I just want to see it so bad. Meyer Shapiro might be the one guy who has the offensive capabilities to really give Levi Haines a problem. He can score in a lot of different ways, and so it makes me want to pick Meyer Shapiro. But we've seen Levi Haines; he's a winner. Just gets it done, and so for that reason, I'm going with Levi Haines. Levi Haines, my pick. Came runner-up last year. I think, there's a lot of things that could be the difference here. It could be conditioning. It could be top wrestling, his ability to ride. But I just think whatever it is, Levi Haines, proven winner, proven to be able to get it done in the biggest stage at the NCAA tournament. So I'm rolling with Levi Haines, national champion, 157 pounds. That's my pick. Let me know your pick in the comments. Let me know where you thought I was wrong. We got a ton of preview content. NCAA tournament going to be going up on the site every single day. We're going to be watch partying all throughout the NCAA tournament. You can join us there as presented by Cliff Keen. Don't forget to check out FloWrestling.org. We'll see you later.